season in the Bundesliga, 18th in a row. Here's Olise stretching his legs for Bayern. They've had the early possession. And, oh, it was a real thump by Serge Gnabry. Hoffenheim can breathe a lot more easily. It's going to be Michael Olise to strike it! Absolutely superb, but we shouldn't be surprised. Michael Olise lighting up the Bundesliga yet again. Olise's goal here on match day 34, putting Bayern in front. The 96th league goal of the season.
Oh, and look at the skill. Perfect over the wall. Maybe the wall can jump a little bit higher. Let's have a look. They jump, but a perfect, fantastic shot, and difficult for Baumann because, oh, look at the top spin. The ball is coming down.
Occurred after just 19 seconds in Wolfsburg. Here's Bischoff, future Bayern player. That's a superb pass. And Kramaric only too happy to get on the end of it. The word, Wettbewerbsverzerrung.
Yeah.
Some company, he was trying to work out what it means,
so
but no.
Yeah.
Distortion of competition, he was asked about it, but he said no. Actually made the point that they've had pretty much a full week in training. Don't always get that. And on the front foot here, and another goal. Joshua Kimmich for Bayern to make it 2-0. Well, is this game beyond the reach of Hoffenheim now? Kimmich for only the third time in this campaign, and they're up to 97 now in terms of goals this season. Thomas Müller about to make his way off. Leroy Sané had jumped the gun on that front. Well, it was emotional last week in Munich. Thomas Müller gets to do it again on a smaller scale.
Yeah,
here in St. but everyone very appreciative of one of the all-time greats in German football. You're not part of that equation, and then you drop down on the final day, literally when the music stops. And Bayern in search of more goals, and Sané having come on, and Kane is there and rattles the woodwork. Harry Kane. Gnabry this time, and that goes in. 3 for Bayern, and they haven't given up hope of reaching 3 figures in terms of goals.
And of course he likes moments like this, 1 against 1, against 2, good layoff, unlucky Harry Kane, and look at how many bodies are going forward. And then of course Gnabry, a little bit lucky against his former club. So they're really flexible, Bayern.
Olise there to trap it, and Boé in there, and Harry Kane! Well, the England captain scores in the Bundesliga for the first time as a substitute. It's 4 for Bayern. They're just 1 away from the 100 mark, and the players must surely be thinking about that now.
Yeah, good run from Olise behind the defense. Boy, strong, and Kane in that position. What a fantastic finish.
Dealing with what is sometimes a media circus. Away goes Olise, and Sané for Bayern. Leroy Sané! But it's Baumann to the rescue. For a second we thought that was going to be the 100th. And with that, the season comes to an end for Hoffenheim and Bayern. Thomas Müller has said his final Bundesliga farewell. Pep Guardiola.
Of course. He did a really good job at Bayern Munich too. There was outstanding football to watch.
And Thomas Müller always delights the fans. He'll continue to do that, even though he's not playing for Bayern anymore.
And look at the love from the supporters.
And he will push on here, Mecha from midfield for Guirassy for Dortmund. Faced by Timo Becker. Mecha's gone down here, penalty! A minute and 15 seconds in. A Schwarz-Gelben spot kick. Mecha sent tumbling in the box.
And that is the worst start to the game for Kiel.
Girassi from the spot for Die Schwarz-Gelben. Girassi scores! A goal to settle the nerves around Signal Iduna Park.
Dane, he's in the right corner, but Serhu Girassi, he places it right in the side net. And Dortmund, well prepared.
Adeyemi picks the pockets. And was he caught there by the last man? Johansson in trouble here. Johansson sent off inside 9 minutes.
Karim Adeyemi, he's so quick off the mark. Convincing punch.
It's Rezon now, helped on to Marcel Sabitzer, who took it on, and Dana makes the save.
He has a great right foot, we know that. He's got time to strike, and he really tests Dana here in goal.
Those blue shirts back in their defensive stations. Zula has a go at it. Off the bar from Zula.
From Niklas Zula, as the game goes on.
To Jamai Tolkien. Tolkien, Bernardsson. Holtby, it's Bernardsson, Machino! Rosenbaum. Oh, Koval made some big saves in Leverkusen last week, and a big one here to keep out Zetz away for Kiel. Machino given away here to Brandt. Sabitzer. Sabitzer's shot, a second goal for Dortmund. Right now, they are taking care of business on the last match day.
He shoots through the legs of Remberg. It hits the toes of Geschwill. And then he can't do a lot.
Wide to Brandt again. It'll come on to Sabitzer again. Will take on the shot from distance. Dana beats it clear for now. Here's Brandt again. Brandt back in with the cross. Met by Geschwill. Rezon's volley would have been really special. It's just too high. Now Geschwill for Kiel. That's a Rosenbaum. That long ball to Bernardsson. It's a good one here. Bernardsson for Kiel. And Korbel again comes up big in the Dortmund goal. Not for the first time this afternoon.
And playing with more purpose in the second half.
Svensson and Mecha! A ruthless edge on a day which demanded nothing more of Dortmund. They have a 3-goal cushion.
Patience, and then it opens up here, Mecha. And this is the first time I can remember where they're allowed to play freely. Another post in Kiel's defensive area. And it's a cool finish from Felix Mecha. He has that in the locker, that ability.
Seconds at Signal Iduna Park. Mission accomplished for Dortmund and for Niko Kovac. Celebration at the reaching of the top 4. Vindication for the time and decision to change the coach.
Things that are in their own hands, like this game. Lienhardt winds up. Oh, lovely header across, and that's a brilliant finish. Litzdoan at the far post, and Freiburg have their noses in front on this crucial afternoon. Lienhardt hurls one, and there's Ginter, and there is Doan on the volley. And 7 draws. Here they go down that left-hand side. They really haven't got Ekitike into the game as yet. Maybe they don't need to. Now they have! And that's a brilliant save. But here's the follow-up. Oh, it's awful. Into the depths of their reserves, particularly when they don't have the ball. There's a nice little pocket space, though, for Ekitike, who gets it on the left, and that looks like it hit the fingertips of Atubolu. It did. Elias Skiri with a slide rule ball. He sold Ginter one way, just had enough space. And there is the touch over the top from a tight angle. It's going in. But Noah Atubolu. There's one directed straight down the middle. Knauf had made that little dart. He'll get it now, Ansgar Knauf. or Lienhard has missed it, and Knauf has made him pay. Frankfurt's level on the stroke of half-time. Philipp Lienhard cannot keep it out. Third time lucky against the goalkeeper, but that is the reason, and Knauf is onto it. Before they found the equaliser, Shaibi, who had one of the better chances, leaves it for Brown, and there's a free hit on the far side. Robin Koch's effort doesn't have any real zip behind it. As they're checking a potential handball, he does glance the forearm of Johan Manzambi, and there's more of an appeal actually from Brandt. So the question is, what is Benjamin Brandt going to do?
Überprüft wurde ein möglicher Strafstoß wegen Handspiel. Nach Ansicht der Bilder liegt im Vorfeld eine Abseitsstellung vor. Daher lautet die finale Entscheidung indirekter Freistoß wegen Abseits.
But here's Ekitike. They get a second goal. That might really settle it. Ekitike, advantage for Christensen. Rasmus Christensen, yes! Wow, it snuck in! Can you believe it? Of all the people to score for 3 games in a row. He knows where the goal is after the last 2 weeks, and that is just out of the keeper's reach. He couldn't have placed it any better. What a month of May. And Frankfurt were clinical. Here's the free kick, and Skiri on the far post. Oh, here's Christensen again, and Skiri again! What a 5 minutes for Frankfurt! Do we have a foul on the edge of the area, or is this going to stand? Freiburg will hope for the former. Done. With Röhl outside him, it won't go that way. Teada's in the way. Frankfurt have collapsed back into a good formation, and Brown can chip it over the top. There's a couple more changes waiting, but Ekitike is away. Ekitike away from Kubler. On his right, can he finish? No. Atubolo with a good save again. But has excelled himself in this game. Shifting his weight well, using his foot in the end. Beaten 3 times, but he's had a sterling game, and this might well be it. All eyes on Benjamin Brandt in yellow in the centre, and there is the end of the game, the end of the season, and it is Frankfurt who have taken that big final step. The Champions League is calling.
And then where he took them, like in 94.
Here's Sano into the area, it's a decent pullback! And Amiri with the opener!
Yeah, seems to be offside.
Yep, and confirmed that the goal is going to be chalked off for offside. A huge let-off with Jonathan Tah for the header, but that doesn't matter because the game plan is to win the second ball, which they've done. And Lee will maintain the ball. It's still Lee. The cut back. The ball's still loose. Cassie blocks and down to Lee and into the net. But as they knew.
But as you said, it's not they.
Yeah, here's the offside.
Ah, there's offside, yes.
Yeah, when the shot came in from Cassie, rebound to Lee, who was in an offside. This is Nabel. Wiener. It's a good cross. It's Burkhardt. Surely now Burkhardt. And still time. There is the opener.
The question is it fully on it and fully secured? Because there's only one hand. Like if you have 2 hands on it, I agree on it. It's no goal, I guess.
And the third time this afternoon, Mainz see a goal ruled out.
Look, Leverkusen looks like all over the place. They don't know how to deal with them.
And Amiri comes, full of purpose. It's a great run by Paul Nabel! This time it counts! Paul Nabel with the...
There, they win the ball back, and then Nadim Amiri. Look at the power, the determination. And then this lovely pass into Nabel.
Took the deflection. Here is Schick in behind Hanke Olsen as well, who's gone down under the challenge. And it's going to be a penalty right at the start of the second half for Bayer Leverkusen. Well, Zettner has saved the penalty already this season. against Werder Bremen. Now he faces Patrick Schick, who makes no mistake, makes it goal number 20 of the season, pulled themselves back into the game. This, their first opportunity of the match. And Schick as cool as you like against Sedna.
In the first half, and now what a finish. And
a good cross! And the second goal for Leverkusen. Clinical efficiency from Leverkusen.
Absolutely, and not really switched on. There's no pressure whatsoever.
How they need a goal to get back on track. Well, they've gone appealing for the penalty as well. Tobias Reichel's having a long, hard look. Lee had got there first. What's the decision? Tobias Reichel. A penalty! It's 4 years ago. Burkhardt steps up! Oh, and he squeezes in!
Wow. Send a player behind the ball. Like, how much luck do you need? Hey, as the goalkeeper, you feel so...
Mainz are heading to Europe, but can they seal it with victory themselves? It's still up in the air, and it's Stefan Bell! What a way to announce we're on our way to Europe! It doesn't matter for the race for Europe. There, potential handball, but Buendia. It's not looking good for Stefan Bell. And almost apologetically, it's ruled out again. The fourth time this afternoon that Mainz have had a goal ruled out. And he spends them, as he spent much of his 400 games, with an accomplished piece of defending. There is the final whistle. Mainz are in the Europa Conference League. They finished sixth at the end of an incredible season.
Again, the vertical pass there.
Space opening up here for Xavi. And they've kept it going. What a brilliant touch. That's what he's all about, Xavi. The unexpected.
But I love his dribbling. Again, 2 or 3 players around him. The perfect timing. He played it to Reed Labaku and then offers him, again, just carry on your run. Brilliantly picked out. It's a great 1-2. Kev, that's what I know from you. With the back heel, just finish it off in front of goal. But that is brilliant. That is world class.
Mittelstadt again with plenty of possession. Cross was deflected, and there is the leveller. Dennis Undav, as is so often the case, in the right place at the right time.
Over to the left-hand side of Mittelstadt. That was the opener for the whole game. Great run by Woltemade. Drag Seiwald out, and therefore
have been relegated a couple of times in the 21st century, but make no mistake, it's a massive club. He's Xavi, and then Nubel away, not very far, and in on the rebounds. Reed Labaku in the right place at the right time.
Travels, great run by Xavi, no offside, and now, okay, decision to be made.
It's leveled things up, which means Leipzig, as things stand, headed for the Conference League. Mittelstadt's corner, and headed in. Nick Woltemade.
Always a constant threat. Great ball in by Mittelstadt, great corner. Perfect timing, and look at the body position, the way he turns his body in the air and guides it towards the far post.
Very talented player. Hendricks, Undav, and Demirovic! Is that the goal that crushes?
And what a mistake. It was a good press, but look at Dennis Undav now. He's the main man. Good turn, he knew straight away.
Didn't at least 3. Rao. Guided away, not very far, and squeezed in by Lois Openda. Left out of the starting 11. Take. Oh. The goal does not stand, and the Leipzig fans are furious. Such a clever player. Furyk, he's got Brun Larsen with him. Brun Larsen was trying to hold the run. Brun Larsen still going, and is that the final goal? No, the flag is up. It's the final indignity of Leipzig's toughest ever Bundesliga season. For the first time as a top-flight club, they finish outside the top 6.
Dux motors away, and the front two look to link up here. Gruhl brought down right on the edge of the penalty area. The lead is Werder Bremen's. The penalty, and Romano Schmidt, who'd not taken a penalty all season, stepped up to make that look a breeze. So the lead from Honsack gives Bremen another chance to threaten. Corner's good, and so's the header. It's a brilliant header. And Jenstay's season is getting better and better. Duck's delivery was dipping right onto the forehead of Jenstay. That's his 10th league goal of the season. Sounded like one when he said that Bayern wouldn't give anything away on final day. Given to Heidenheim, and it's a super strike. Cienza thumps it against the base of the post. Bremen allowed to continue. Heidenheim felt the play should have stopped after it hit the referee there. Weiser, Dux, brilliant effort, oh, wonderful goal. And a sucker punch from Bremen. But they kept going. And that finish is absolutely outrageous. Marvin Dux sweeps it high over the keeper to make it 3-0. The box is busy. The delivery's good, it's very good. And they do have a goal back. Cienza's delivery and quality really since coming on has been excellent. And that couldn't have been better placed, really. Jimmer to the byline. In front of the travelling Bremen support. And his cutback is good to top! And that might top it off for Werder Bremen. From the Germany under-21 international. To make it Heidenheim 1, Werder Bremen 4. The Georgian floating forward again. Cienza's ball is very good, and Kerber nearly had his second goal of the game. Zeta on hand to help keep that out. Heidenheim will go into the relegation promotion playoff in the Bundesliga after suffering a home defeat on the final day to a rampant Werder Bremen.
One of the top men in the defensive department for Augsburg, and a good chance here, and Alexander Schwallow able to show some of the skills that he has. Yeah. This is the chance for Tietz! 5 minutes to the half-time whistle, and Philip Tietz, who's threatened twice already in this game. Look at the way he gets past the defence here. Leopold Querfeld. So the home side, deservedly. Oh, almost 2-0 up. Alexis Claude Maurice, I don't even think had a touch there. Golden glove, as they call it here in Germany, for the top Torwart, the best goalkeeper of that season. He might have to prove something again here, because that is Claude Maurice. And just wide. Here he goes. Benedikt Hollerbach. Hollerbach! Palmed away by Dahmen, but it's there. And what did I say? It's a slender lead. And the man who is leaving at the end of the season, Andre Ilic, after this game, bags his goal number 6 of the campaign. But in typical Predator style, the Serb Andre Ilic was there to pounce. Nobody with him. Defenders Matsima and midfielder Onyeka coming too late. Easy tap in. With stoppage time, I'll say we got a quarter of an hour to go. This is Robert Gumny. Still loose, there might be something on here. Oh, captain almost fantastic. Oh, this is promising! Oh, they have ruined FC Augsburg's day, and it's Illich again. A fine finish from Illich here. It went all the way through, didn't it? Benes tried to get on the end of it. It was in his 359th now. Offside, and blows the final whistle. It's game over. Also for the referee, Dr. Felix Peruch.
Boadu, 7 goals to his name in the Bundesliga this season. That's Barrow. Boadu he will fall to. And Boadu might go all the way. Brilliant! Oh, it's a super goal! Individual class! Already relegated Bochum. I'm going to have something to say about that. Now, break is on. Boadu forwards. Here he is, Boadu! And St. Pauli's trials and tribulations at home are set to continue, you feel. Good Boadu here. Nobody anywhere near it. And that is it. The end of the 24-25 Bundesliga season ends in defeat for St. Pauli. But they are safe.
Nice. Really well played from Rocco Reitz. He's got a great eye for a pass too. Oh, it's in! It's a gorgeous goal from Robin Hack. Well, it would have been. Hack. Elvedi. Player! Offside. Kuniarakis. Amora. Oh, the speed is frightening! Absolutely frightening! Accuracy of the pass. Outside of the boot, curling it past the defender. Tackles they've won. Honorat. Stuga goes for goal. Oh, it's the bar that denies them. The last seconds of the season are over. And after 9 games without a win, Wolfsburg finally get their hands on 3 points.
So the final results on Matchday 34, the final day of the Bundesliga season. Dortmund qualifying for the Champions League with a 3-0 win over Kiel. Bayern 4-0 winners in Hoffenheim, but it didn't matter for Hoffenheim because Heidenheim also lost at home to Bremen, also conceding 4. Frankfurt sealed the Champions League with a 3-1 win at their direct rivals. Freiburg-Union winners in Augsburg. All square here between Mainz and Leverkusen, but that didn't matter because Leipzig lost at home to Stuttgart by 3 goals to 2. St. Pauli losing at home to Bochum as well. Had Heidenheim won, they could have still been in danger. But Heidenheim's defeat meant that the relegation playoff was always going to be theirs. Bochum sign out with victory. So a look at the final standings of this Bundesliga season. Leverkusen runners-up for the 6th time in their history. Mainz qualify for Europe. They finish in 6th place, a point ahead of Leipzig. European competition is theirs for the first time since 2016. Kiel and Bochum are relegated. Heidenheim are in the relegation playoff. Freiburg the Europa League, and Frankfurt and Dortmund in the Champions League.